Hello everyone. Before we begin today, I'd like to acknowledge the passing of Mike Leach, an offensive innovator and game-changing coach, an all-around good guy. Farewell to the Pirate. Hello everyone, Alzion the Great here, and welcome to the Temple Dynasty here on College Football Revamped as we start our new journey here. Obviously, with the Colorado State Dynasty unfortunately being lost, we have to start a new one against Temple, and today, or with Temple, I guess. And today we play against our rivals, Buffalo. These two teams last met in 2019, where Buffalo got the win. Buffalo has 14 total wins in this series to Temple's 4, so a very heavily Bull-dominated rivalry. But Temple looks to change that script today with their new head coach in the first game of the season here. As Buffalo won the toss, they deferred to the second half, and they kick off here as we start our new dynasty with a kneel down, and that will bring out E.J. Warner, son of the Hall of Fame quarterback Kurt Warner. As he's under center on his first play, he will hand it off up the middle, and Darvon Hubbard, who gets to start today, only gets 1 yard. That brings up 2nd and 9 for Temple as Warner goes into the shotgun as he takes the snap under a little bit of pressure, and he'll be sacked on the second play of his college career. That is Damon Williams getting his first on the day, making it 3rd and 17. Can E.J. Warner make a big play on his first drive? Under pressure again, he throws, and it's caught. It'll be a first down for the tight end David Martin Robinson, as he gets his first catch of the season on E.J. Warner's first ever completed pass in college, as it was a beautiful throw on a beautiful play call, if I do say so myself. But Temple now on their own 50, or I guess not on their own 50, as Warner will hand it off once again up the middle. This is Edward Sadie, the perceived number 1 running back, but it's a running back rotation for Temple always, as Warner pulls this one back, gets across the 40, first down across the 30, and slung down at the 24-yard line of Buffalo. A 22-yard rush for E.J. Warner, showing off his arm talent earlier. Now he's showing off his legs. So far, it looks like he's got all the talent that his father had, and maybe even more. But we were on the first drive. Let's slow ourselves a little bit, as it'll be a 4-yard rush to Edward Sadie, making it 3rd and 6, as it is double stacks formation. Warner makes an adjustment to the play. Norwood goes to the opposite side, not snapping the ball yet. Norwood goes back to the side, so just trying to confuse the defense here. Another read option. Warner keeps as he's running to the 20, and he is decked after only 2 yards. It'll be 4th down, and that will force a field goal. This is sophomore Rory Bell, as his kick is up and good. And we get our first studio update of the season, and it's a big one, even though it's not an upset. Colorado State goes into Ohio State and almost takes down C.J. Stroud. Clay Millen went for 208 yards. I could not pass up that opportunity. That was a very, very fun moment, as the Buffalo offense takes the field. They are led by this man, Ron Cook Jr., as he does not get anything on his first play, on his first handoff, I should say. 2nd and 10 now, and another handoff to Ron Cook, trying to get to the outside. He cannot, only really gets 4, and that'll make it 3rd and 6. Cole Snyder is the quarterback. Expecting him to pass, he will, as he will throw a beautiful floater out to his tight end, Robbie Mangus, for a 9-yard reception and a first down. As Snyder, short drop, throws it quickly across the middle for a nice 10-yard completion to Keon Williams, as Buffalo is moving just similarly as Temple did. Here on 2nd down, they motion tight end out, as it'll be a handoff to Ron Cook. It was just a distraction. Sheds 1, fighting for more, as Ron Cook gets 4, but they'll say give him 3, really, as it'll be 3rd and 4. Snyder drops back, throws short, and it's caught. That is Jamari Gassett for 8 yards. Buffalo driving down the field, as Snyder under center, trying to draw the defense off sides. Can't do it, so he'll snap it, and it's a draw to Cook, but he only gets 1. as it'll make it 2nd and 9. Once again, I formation with one tight end. Bringing a guy across to hand it off to Cook again, as he'll get a pretty significant chunk, actually only 3 yards there. So that'll make it 3rd and 6. Snyder with a very tired Cook beside him. He will pass. Throws it short, and it's dropped for the first incompletion of the day. Temple's defense holds. It'll be a field goal attempt for Buffalo, as here on 4th and 6, they will try to tie up the game. The kick is up, and it's no good. It is no good. That was a 52-yard field goal, just missed, and Buffalo will give it back to the Owls. As you can see, it barely hits both posts, as it'll be 1st and 10. E.J. Warner back out there once again. RPO. He does actually get it out to his receiver, Adonicus Sanders, for a 5-yard gain. However, one down later, 3rd and 5 with 42 seconds left in the first quarter. As Warner makes an adjustment, drops back, throws, and it's Martin Robinson again for 6 yards and a 1st down. Temple still in the first quarter as it's drawing to a close. A handoff and an absolute dominating hit put on Ian Stewart. Keyshawn Cobb is hype, and he should be. What a hit he just laid on Ian Stewart. That play did not work, as it'll make it 3rd and 11 for Temple. As Warner trying to get the play off, Temple might need to call a timeout. No, they snap it in time. Warner under pressure and hit hard, as his pass goes right into the tee in the middle, as it'll be a punt for Temple. Buffalo takes over. Defense is prevailing so far, as Snyder throws in another drop, this time on 2nd down, makes it 3rd and 8. Can Temple's defense get off the field, or can Buffalo extend this drive? Snyder under pressure and sacked. 7-yard loss. The defense still holding up. Demerick Morris gets his first of the game, as it looks like DeJuan Mathis is actually in at quarterback, as he'll hand it off to Edward Sadie. I did say we would be using a 2-quarterback system, but I didn't put Mathis in on that play. It turns out, on that last hit, E.J. Warner suffered a concussion. He is out for the game. So it is DeJuan Mathis and maybe Quincy Patterson if I feel like him, putting him in. But right now it's DeJuan Mathis for the rest of the game, as it'll be 2nd and 3, making adjustments. Needs to get the playoff soon. He does. Mathis is going to get sacked. Corner blitz. Marcus Fuqua managed to get to DeJuan Mathis there. That makes it 3rd and 10, as Mathis thrust into the starting role here, and just taking a big hit. Can he deliver on 3rd and 10? Still have some time, as he does manage to snap the ball under pressure again, but a throw across the middle for a 1st down. It's Adonicus Sanders for 14 yards, as Temple will keep the drive alive now inside Buffalo territory on 2nd and 5. Mathis across the middle. It's another slant. Ian Stewart gets 9 yards, as Mathis seems to have Temple's offense moving pretty much the same way, so good for his job security as he tries a handoff to Sadie, but he loses a yard. James Patterson got that tackle. 3 for 5 so far, Temple on their 6th 3rd down attempt already, as Mathis on 3rd and 11 throws against the pressure, and he does get it out to Adonicus Sanders, who gets 10 yards. Not a 1st down. It was 4th and 1. Temple's going to hurry to the line. If they don't snap it immediately, they move everybody in. It's 4th and 1. Not snapping it yet. Now Mathis pointing everywhere, and they spread everyone out, as it'll be 4th and 1 still. They do snap it, and it's a handoff, and it will be a 1st down for Edward Sadie. He gets 5 yards, as Temple slows it back down. Good discipline there by the offensive line, as Mathis trying to get the play out quick. I think he had it, but Sadie missed his block. It's a 5-yard sack for Max Michel, as it'll be 2nd and 15 for Temple. Mathis under pressure a little bit, steps up over the body of a defender, and he gets it to Sanders, who got taken down by his face mask, but no call. It'll be 3rd and 3 for Temple, who will hand it off to the running back Norwood, and he gets the 1st down, but there's a flag. Could this potentially be coming back? No, it's a face mask. They called a face mask on Buffalo. I think I saw it a little bit there. Jamin Muse gets flagged for that, so first and goal as Mathis throws a quick out to Sanders. I don't think he's going to get there. He got 2. Didn't get the best jump after he caught the ball. As Mathis on second and goal, going to pull it down. No defender reacts, and it's a 3-yard touchdown run for DeJuan Mathis. Temple going up 10-0 over Buffalo. With just about a minute left in the second quarter. Can Buffalo do anything? First and 10, and pressured and sacked. Swarmed was Cole Snyder, as there were 5 Owls there. And just no chance at all, as he just got absolutely demolished on that play. 10-0 Temple as we hit the half. Buffalo looking to have some more success than they did in the first half on their offensive possessions, as they have less than 50 yards of offense, as it'll be a play action to start. Snyder under pressure gets it away, and he had a man, but he short-armed it a little bit because he was under pressure. Second and 10, it's an end around and a nice cutback by the runner. That's Keon Williams again for 6 yards. Buffalo only 2 for 5 on third down so far today. It'll be 3rd and 4 here. Cook Jr. in the backfield with Snyder under pressure, and he is sacked. Buffalo nothing doing, an 8-yard loss. Darian Varner got in the backfield very quickly that time. Just an overload blitz, and there was nobody to block Varner, as the running back Cook had to take a different defender on the opposite side. Good defensive play call by Temple, and DeJuan Mathis leads out the Owls on the, looks like just inside the 50 of Buffalo, as Edward Sadie gets 6 yards to start the drive. As Mathis now on 2nd and 4, under a little bit of pressure, pulls it down, but he ran right into the corner on the blitz. That was Caleb Offord, second corner to get a sack this game for Buffalo, or there might have been a safety. Second defensive back, we'll say. As it's 3rd and 8, Hubbard going to motion out, as it'll be a pass play, and Mathis is going to get sacked. No protection on that play, a 7-yard loss. Damon Williams gets his 2nd as Buffalo takes over. They're going back to Ron Cook as he shoves away an Owl. What authority on that one. Ron Cook, he must have been angry after last possession. He didn't get the ball a bunch, because the first handoff, he just says, "Get off of me." What a shove by Ron Cook. You can see why they're trying to get him the ball as much as they can. As on 2nd and 1, it'll be a screen. They do get the pass off, and Cook makes the catch with plenty of room and plenty of blockers. Gets out to the 35, driven back a little bit, but he gets an 11-yard gain there. As Buffalo moving the ball now with Ron Cook. It's not a handoff this time, as Snyder going to run, cannot get away. It'll be counted as a sack. 2-yard loss there for Demerick Morris, his 2nd. As it'll be 2nd and 12 for Buffalo, as it'll be a draw to Ron Cook. We'll get a few of that back. We'll get 3, as it'll be 3rd and 9. Can Buffalo convert this? 2 wide receivers to the right. 2 players jumped for Temple, but no flag. It'll be a throw across the middle, and it will be a first down to Jamari Gassett for 14 yards. Now on the 49 of Temple, just inside the territory of the Owls, as it's a big, I guess, power set, I'd like to call, and it's a pitch to Ron Cook with plenty of blockers. Once again, a big chunk play. 9 yards there, as much of a chunk of 9 yards is. Shut up. Anyway, 2nd and 1, as it'll be a handoff. This is not Cook. This is actually Mike Washington, as he gets his first carry of the game. First down's pretty even at this point in the game, but Buffalo trying to tie it here, or not tie it, get a touchdown, get some points on the board. Any semblance of points would be good, as it's a fake to Cook, and he's intercepted! He threw it right to the defender, as I think it's Odom going to return it. He returns it just outside the 45. Alex Odom with his first interception of the season, and Temple turns over Buffalo as they stop the drive there. I don't really know what Alex Odom was doing on this play. This was a man cover call, and he just went into zone watching the quarterback, and he picked him off. So good on you, although I don't think I'm going to allow you to freelance anymore. 1st and 10, DeJuan Mathis takes over from the 45 of Temple. Quick fake and throw across the middle. Nice cut there by Ian Stewart as he gets 18 yards. 1st and 10 now inside Buffalo territory. Most of Temple's plays have come from inside Buffalo territory, I would like to think. as Mathis makes a change to the play call here. Has lots of pressure, but he gets it out to the tight end. That is Jordan Smith for 24 yards. Big play there. Good adjustment by DeJuan Mathis. It's what you want to see. 1st and 10 for Temple. Once again adjusting, it's like just swapping the play over. As receiver comes in motion, fake the handoff there. They hand it off to Jakari Norwood, who will get 6 yards on that play. 2nd and 4, just over 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Another handoff to Hubbard, but this one will go for a 1-yard loss. Damon Williams again in the backfield there. 4 for 8 on 3rd down conversions is Temple. Ideally, you'd want to get a touchdown out of this to convert. As making changes to the play is DeJuan Mathis. And he does snap the ball. Quick throw across the middle. Caught by the receiver Ian Stewart, but not a touchdown apparently. I think Temple's going to hurry up here. It's something they do often in this situation, or at least I would like to do often, is to get under center. Mathis looking towards the sideline. He turns back quickly. No one's in the middle for Buffalo, and he snaps it, and it's a touchdown on the quarterback sneak. DeJuan Mathis gets in for his 2nd rushing touchdown of the day, and Temple will take a 17-0 lead over Buffalo as we get another studio update. And this is a big one per se, as Mississippi State beats Oklahoma State. 31-24, Will Rogers outlasts Spencer Sanders. Temple has only allowed 74 yards of offense, 4 sacks, and an interception to this point. They are doing amazing, although Buffalo, to be fair, is not that good. Look at that number 7 getting off his block. That was the guy Ron Cook shoved away earlier. Jalen McMurray gets a little bit of revenge, taking him down for a 3-yard loss, as it'll set up 3rd and 9 on the play after the next one. As we're under 40 seconds in the 3rd quarter. Snyder across the middle and dropped by his receiver. 3rd drop today for Buffalo. Temple still pitching a shutout as we head into the 4th quarter, starting off with Temple on offense. And DeJuan Mathis fakes the handoff, using his legs that he knows how to use so well, gets 5 yards and a 1st down there. As it'll be 2nd and 5 once again. They're in there almost the same situation, but no fake this time. It'll be a pass and throw across the middle. The receivers almost collided, but it's the 1st catch for Jose Barbone. You kind of want to use him a little bit more considering he's your number 1 guy, but we haven't needed him so far today. As it'll be 1st and 10 Temple again. Handoff this time to Jakari Norwood, who cuts back, gets about 7 or 8 yards on that play. As Temple using all the time they can, draining the clock, wanting to not really run up the score, it seems. As this will be another handoff, Jakari Norwood gets a 1st down, had a chance to accelerate, and he fumbles. And it's picked up by Adam Klein, but this was reviewed, and Norwood did not fumble, so no 8-yard rush for Klein, and no fumble for Norwood. Regardless, Norwood still taken out of the game, as Mathis calls the receiver in motion, hands off up the middle, and these motion plays have not really worked. Sadie loses a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Norwood also got injured. He has back spasms. He's not going to return to the game, although he can return to the game. 2nd and 11, and it's a draw for number 11, as DeJuan Mathis only gets 1 yard there, making it 3rd and 10 inside the red zone. Sadie, the running back, 3 receivers, Anderson Jr., Stewart, and Barbone, I believe, to the top of the screen, as Mathis under pressure and sacked, 8-yard loss. Damon Williams didn't get blocked on that play. Just literally no blocking on that play. Temple adds a field goal. They're up 20-0 with 3:15 left. Can Buffalo score? Well, good start to the drive. Keon Williams, 11-yard catch as Buffalo hurrying up a little bit. 1st and 10 from the 42, it looks like, as Snyder going to get blitzed. He's going to take off, and he does manage to shake an owl as he will get across the 40 into Temple territory for 23 yards. Buffalo's still hurrying up. 3 minutes. They want to score. Temple calls a timeout, trying to adjust their defense here, as it'll be 2nd and 2 for Buffalo after the timeout. And a quick throw across the middle for Snyder. It is caught, and now inside the 20 goes Buffalo, as Jamari Gassett gives him a 10-yard reception. He's been pretty good today. as they hurry up once again. Still trying to score with 2:28 left. Snyder drops back under pressure. He's hit and lost the football. It's a sack fumble and running free. Oh, go, big boy, go. I don't even know who it is. It's a second turnover for Buffalo, as that will be a huge return. I apologize to Jalen Satchel as he makes the, I don't know if it's the biggest play of the day, but it's certainly the most fun-looking play of the day, as he shakes an offensive lineman after picking up the fumble and brings it back about 30 yards. Big play Satchel there, as Quincy Patterson and the backup offense is in with 2 minutes and 18 seconds. Still want to see if they can, get this first down here. Jakari Norwood somehow got back in the game, even though I said he would not get back in the game, as he gets 4 yards there. Buffalo not calling their timeouts. Patterson fakes the handoff, but he will not go anywhere. He loses 3 yards, as it will be a 3rd and 9, effectively for the game, although Buffalo isn't really trying at this point. It's a throw across the middle and a first down to Ian Stewart, as Temple will shut out Buffalo 20 to nothing, I should say, as they get their first win on the season, and Al Zion gets his first win as the head coach of Temple. What a game for the Owls, as the defense absolutely showed up. The offense was not as explosive as I was hoping, as the play of the game will be Varner's strip sack of Snyder, followed by Satchel's return, which was definitely a fun moment to experience live for me. But Temple beats their rivals in Buffalo for the first time in a while. Dwayne Mathis earns player of the game. 2 rushing touchdowns, pretty good through the air. Definitely a good showing for him. Overall, as I said, the offense wasn't as explosive as I was hoping, but it's still a work in progress. We didn't have our starting quarterback out there. We gave up a little bit too many sacks. I don't like that Warner went out for the game with the concussion. I don't like that Mathis got sacked 5 times. Rushing stats were not as good as I would hope, but quarterback runs were in there, and those get skewed by sacks, and I hate it. We need to get Jose Barbone more involved in the game, and they just weren't going their way. Defense showed up, but the main thing about Barbone, just they weren't throwing it to him. I don't really know why. He just wasn't really getting open. Other receivers got open, and we just didn't throw it to him. And as I've stated, defense was amazing. Just hardly any yards. They tried getting Ron Cook, a lot more touches than normal, I would say. But this Buffalo team is not that good. Damon Williams is very good, and we'll see him next year, unless he declares for the draft or transfers, which I doubt he'll do either of those things. But, yeah. Overall, solid game. I want more offensive production. Defense was fine, but I'm not expecting our defense to be this good. Also, it says we have 133% red zone efficiency. I'm not entirely sure how that worked out. But overall, we did pretty good. Alabama lost in week 1, which was fun. They also play Oklahoma to start. Miami will play Michigan. Nothing exciting going on. I think USC is that I think it might be actually in a different game. Ignore me as we look at the top 25 here. With Bama losing, they dropped down to 12. I don't really think... Oh, yeah, Oklahoma State and Michigan State lost. So, yeah, Michigan State did lose to USC. I wasn't entirely sure if it was this series. But next week, we play Clemson. And this is why I'm not sure anything that we did today is what we're going to do for the season. Because we face Clemson in Death Valley. They have 3 straight ranked opponents after us. It is not going to be easy to take down this team. Or, anything. It's going to be hard to avoid the headstone. Or the gravestone, I should say, in Death Valley. DJU is still the quarterback. He obviously is in the transfer portal in real life. Don't expect to see Cade Klubnik, but it would be fun. But that will be all for this episode. Hope you guys liked it. Rip to the Pirate, and I will see you all next time.